Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. I've had a bunch of people ask me for my makeup routine. This is just like my everyday, whenever I make up, natural makeup. And Aloura is with me, as you can see. She'll probably go play toys in a minute, but she's right here because So I take off my ring just because whenever I put on moisturizer and sunscreen, it always like clogs up my rings and it's so nasty. So every single like skincare thing I use basically Cetaphil or Polish Choice. But I've been putting on some Aquaphor. Sometimes I use my lip oil and sometimes I just use Aquaphor. I take my daily facial moisturizer with sunscreen SPF 50 and it's just what it looks like. I literally don't know where the cap is. I lost it. But I just take this, rub it all over my face. So I got eyelash extensions. You guys have seen in my previous videos. This eye is starting to like fall out more than this eye. But I have a lash fill on next Friday, so I think it's the 21st. Now I'm putting on my Cetaphil moisturizing cream. It's literally almost empty. But I take this and put it all over. So I recently made a like get ready with me. It was a self-care routine. It was like I literally just got eyelash extensions, I got my toes done and all that, and I filmed a whole video about it and I hated it. I literally hated it, and so I just never posted it. But I'm just thinking about that while I'm sitting here doing my makeup and talking to y'all. Oh, I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. So this is a story about when I went to visit my friend in North Carolina in July actually, right after my birthday. I'm gonna wash these beauty blenders and then I'm gonna tell you guys my story. Also, I'm so excited because I literally love this sweater. It's a turtleneck sweater. I absolutely love turtleneck sweaters. I really like turtleneck shirts. Anything turtleneck, I'm buying it. I just think that they're so cute. I think they're very, I don't know, classy. They're just very cute. I love wearing them. I think they really, I think that people should wear them more because they're just so cute and I absolutely love them. But, so I just washed my beauty blenders and I use two. This one for powder and I use this basic one for foundation, not foundation, for like concealer and all that. It's still like dirty, but I always wash them just like with soap, rinse them off, just because it kind of grosses me out when people just like literally put them back on their face after. It's just so nasty to me. With my Essence brow gel, this is just what it looks like. Okay, so this is my story. So I went to North Carolina with my friend. She lived there and I wanted to visit her for my birthday. So I went there with my daughter and we wanted to go to a trampoline park. So we drove to the trampoline park. We're gonna go a different day, and then we're like, no, we'll just go. So we drove to the trampoline park and we had to like I had to fill out this form. My friend didn't have to because she had been there before, but basically I had to fill out this form being like, it's your parent has to fill it out if you're not 18. And they have to like show their driver's license and all this weird crap. So we go and I was like, oh crap, like my mom's not here and I'm not 18, whatever. So my friend's boyfriend went up filling out the form for me. Like obviously he's not my dad or anything, but he filled it out for me. And after I put on this gel, I like wiped like half of it off and just put it on a paper towel. But so he filled it out for me, we went to the desk and we were like, okay, like blah, blah, blah. And the girl's like, what's your name? And I'm like, Brooke. It says like your date of birth and whatnot. And she's like, clearly that's not your dad because he's literally like 5 years older than me. I just take a Maybelline Fit Me. It's really dirty, but it's Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I absolutely love these concealers so much. And I outline my brows. I don't like fill them in, obviously this is gel, but I just like to let them clean. So she's like, that's not your dad. And I was like, okay, well what do you want me to do? Because my like parents don't even live here. Like I live in New York. So she has me call my mom and I'm like, Mom, can you fill this thing out online? Like what the heck? So she fills it out online and I'm like, all right, so she filled it out, whatever. So back to the girl, I'm like, okay, this is my name. She filled it out online. She's like, okay. So then I was like, all right, and how do you expect me to do my daughter's? And she goes, cause first she was like, whose baby's that? And I was like, girl, that's my kid. And she was like, okay, well, you fill a form for her. And I was like, how the hell do you expect me to fill this form when I literally just, you literally just told me that I had to have my parent guardian fill a form for me because I'm not 18. And she's like, I don't know. So she called like a different manager in and she was like, what do I do? Like this girl has a baby, she's 16 and this is like her daughter, so she's supposed to fill out the form because you have to have like a driver's license, and in New York State you can get your permit when you turn 16, but you need to like be at least 16 and a half or like driving for 6 months, whatever, before I get your license. So I couldn't have got my license off 16 and a half, and I didn't have my permit, so like, and then I was like, all right, so like what the hell? And so the girl was like, I don't know, this has never happened to me before. So I was like, okay, well, like, that's not my fault, this is my child. So, long story short, she made me call my mom and have my mom fill out the form for her. I was like, that's my kid. And obviously, like, my boyfriend couldn't fill it out because he's not 18 either. He was 16 at the time too. My boyfriend and I are 11 months apart, so like literally when it's just my birthday, his birthday's in a month. So he was still 16, but now he's 17, obviously, this is months ago. And, I had to call my mom and have her fill out a form for her grandchild because I wasn't 18. But I'm just taking this Charlotte Tilbury Flawless filter and putting it like in different spots that I want it.
That's what I do every morning. That's part of my morning routine.
Shut the hell up. And I blend it in. I like to blend it in with like the tip of it just because when I do my concealer, I like it to also look bright under my eyes. Aloura's right in her room playing. If you didn't know, Aloura and I's rooms are like combined. Not combined, but like my bathroom is connected to her room. So she's in her room playing. Like literally, she also had to go to me and apologize to me for offending me. My friend's dad called her and was like, what the hell is this? Like, that's your parent. But I take this ColourPop tinted moisturizer with hyaluronic acid in shade Fair 2W, and I just put it right on my forehead. It's super like full coverage. It's a pretty like mid kind of coverage on my forehead. I just like to feel like I have something on my forehead, and then I take like the excess and just go over like my face, but really there's just not much after I do my forehead. And I also let my hair air dry, so this is just air drying. I'm just trying to pull it back so like I don't get any makeup like in my forehead. But I'm going on vacation in literally almost a week. Super excited. So I want to just take a minute and talk about my sponsor and their products that they have sent me, which are so great and everybody should go get them. So I'm going to talk about this phone holder, which my boyfriend and I have been using literally every single day since we got it in our car and just all over the house. Alrighty, so this is our phone holder. You basically just put your phone right in here and then you squeeze these two together, and then when you want to release your phone, there's a little button right here in the back. You just push the button and they release. And it is something that my boyfriend and I have been loving using, especially for the car since he's driving. And you obviously can't call or text when you're driving. You could really just use like Siri to be communicating, which is super great. Also, just with directions, just looking, making sure you're going where you're going. So it's right there and you're not holding it and could potentially crash. I also wanted to just take a minute and talk about this hydroponics growing system. A little instructions kit on how to use it. So I already had planted some, as you guys can see. There's some, but I'll turn on this little light for you guys so you guys can see me doing it. So I take this off, and then you get this little dirt and you plant a seed in it. But after you have your seed planted, you just put your little dirt in there and put that in, and then you can fill it up with water. And then you put this right back on it and you wait for your plants to grow. And of course there's a bunch of different settings. You can read the instruction manual and you guys can figure that all out. Taking this Fit Me concealer again, and I'm putting it under my eyes. And since I have eyelash extensions, I don't really like put it all over my eyelid. I can't do that anymore. So, oops, I put some under my eyeballs. I'm putting some right here because I have a pimple. And I put some on my chin. I do like a weird T. Ooh, do your makeup. Ooh, 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 so pretty. Uh-oh, that's Mama's. Go play with your toys.
Go?
Go. You can go. And while I'm just letting that, I just let it sit for a minute. I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me translucent powder and just getting it ready. And then I've been going over that Fit Me with a little NARS creamy concealer, whatever the heck it's called, in shade Light 1. So I go over it, but I've noticed that like I crease like bad when I use this for some reason, and like I don't ever like crease in my eyes whenever I just put this. So I used to put like way more, but lately I've just been putting a little, and I also put that on my forehead. So now I blended this all in, and I always blend my chin in first. I don't know why, I just always have. NARS stuff literally dries so fast, I feel. Like, my Maybelline does not do that. It's just super creamy. That's why I love Maybelline Fit Me. It's like a good drugstore brand. I just love it. I've used it forever. Under my eyes. Yes, I still bake. I love baking. A lot of people don't bake anymore, but I still do. I just put that under my eyes and I let it sit for just a little while, and then I put some right here. I don't really have like any product right here, but I don't really like that part to be like super shiny either. And then I put some on my chin, and then right here on my forehead. I don't like do my whole forehead yet just because I go in with like my bronzer and crap. So now I take my Rare Beauty bronzer stick. I love this stick. It's in shade Happy Soul. I think it's like, it might be the second lightest shade. I'm not completely sure, but I like my face look pretty bronzed up. So take it right here, and then right here, and then right up on my forehead. And then, oh, sometimes I also like to do it here. Like, I don't really know how to like do all that crap, but I just like to have a little bit of color. So I take this and I do my chin always first. And this stuff is so good and creamy. Like, if you want a good bronzer stick, this one is amazing. I have the Charlotte Tilbury like wand, but I honestly, I don't like it. It's not my favorite. Because usually I would like conceal up to my eyes and then take that one and do it all over. Where do you want to go? Here, you can come up here. Ugh. I used to always sit with her and do my makeup. It's kind of hard now since I'm like higher up. But I take this and I kind of try I try to go over it with this, but it's not super like easy. Oh my goodness. And so I take this small brush and I just go over my eyelids. But I don't like want to get like product really on my lash extensions. So I can't really put that much. So unfortunately sometimes I do be creasing on my eyelids now. Girly pop, do not, you just got that all over mama. Here, you can play with this small brush. Do your makeup. So now I take my Hoola bronzer. This is in shade, I don't know what shade this is. I think it's the first shade. No, I think it's the second shade. It's like the middle one. So we're gonna have to put the powder away. You keep playing with it. This brush, super old, super crusty. I think it's Wet n Wild, but I just love it so much for my bronzer. So obviously I already have some cream on it, but I like it to look a little more bronze. So I take this and go right over to the same exact spot.
Here you go.
Do not touch that with your fingers. And then I take it and I go over my eyelids. You funny. But I'm gonna like scrunch down my brush and do that. You funny. And then over my nose and my chin. Uh-oh, all gone. Oh my goodness, this is full. I'm gonna put just a little more on my eyelids. Uh-oh, all gone. All done. So now I'm just taking the rest of the powder on here and I'm really just going over my forehead and under my eyes again to make sure I got everything I want it to be powdered. Alright, now for blush, I take this That Peach Bare Mineral Rose blush, which I love so much. It's this like, obviously peachy orange shade. And I take this little, Mama's holding it, this little fat brush. You can hold this brush.
What?
Take this fat brush and I put it on my nose and my cheeks.
Here you go.
And then sometimes I'll check on my eyelids. I really get this crap all over me. I'm almost done. So now I am just gelling my eyebrows again with this clear brow gel. I gel them up. And, ooh, let's do highlighter. I have this highlighter. I got it in an AMPDT bag. It's called IBU in shade, literally doesn't tell me, but it's so pretty. This is just how it looks like. I love mine to look, I like my face to look super warm. I like browns, I like peachy, orangey kind of colors on me. So, and I highlight right here, and then a little on my chin and on my nose. And then kind of weird, but I like to take my beauty blender when it's still a little damp, and I just like pat that in. I'm gonna brush my lashes. Honestly, for 8 days, I don't think they look super bad. There's some spots that are like, oh my god, they're like falling out. But besides that, it looks pretty good. So I'm taking this e.l.f. What's this called? Eyelash curler, which I forgot. And I curl my bottom lashes, not my top ones, those are extensions, so. On the side. But it's okay, I'm gonna take my Q-tip. And fix that. Watch this time for my lipstick, and for my lipstick I've really been just using lip liner, and I just take this one. I literally got it at like the dollar store, and all my lipstick is the same shade. So I have like Kylie lip kits in that shade, I have Dior lipsticks in this shade, I have Tarte, like they're just all the same shade, and it's like this shade. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's like this shade. It's kind of brown, kind of pink. It's a nude color, definitely. And I really just be filling in. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This video is pretty long. And I post on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.